What is going on, Philadelphia? You ready for your weekly dose of Birds positivity? Right here, coming at you live from the Xfinity Lounge every Wednesday. Another episode of the Cheap Seats on PHLY. You ready? You ready for your Birds positivity after Thanksgiving? You're barking up the wrong tree. If you're coming here looking for answers, I got nothing for you. I've got nothing for you. I am a card-carrying charter member of the Philadelphia Eagles Green Goggles social media fan club, running 5 consecutive terms. That's me. I got nothing for you. I don't know what to tell you. After watching what I watched against the Chicago Bears on Black Friday, and then the week before, watching the Eagles blow a lead to the Dallas Cowboys to the tune of 21 points and their first L in the Kelly Greens, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to fix this. More importantly, I'm concerned that the team doesn't know how to fix this. After the game, you see all the long faces in the locker room, all saying the same things. It's all the same rhetoric. They're all spewing the same message, which is fine. I need to hold myself accountable. Absolutely, you do. We need to hold each other accountable. Absolutely, you do. We need to fix this. You betcha. And we need to just play better and come together. Everything. Everybody's saying the same message. Everybody's saying the same message. It's now December, and we have yet to see it. Yet to see it. I don't have the answers for you. More concerningly, I don't know that they have the answers. There's pros and cons to winning or appearing in, because I'm going to throw 2022 in this as well, of winning or appearing in a Super Bowl. Obviously, the pros, parades, rings, covers of Madden, confetti, everything. All of our wildest dreams come true. But the Philadelphia Eagles are a shining example, whether it's winning a Super Bowl or appearing in a Super Bowl the following year, just having trouble doing the right things to live up to the expectation and the pressure that comes along with being defending world champions. What comes with that is they know when they're a championship caliber team. Howie Roseman, Doug Peterson at the time, Nick Sirianni, Jeffrey Lurie, this entire organization knows what a Super Bowl champion looks like. On the inverse, this organization also knows coming off of a Super Bowl when this ain't it. And I wonder to myself, genuinely wonder to myself, if what we're seeing right now and what we've been seeing all year and what we saw in 2023 and what we saw in 2018 was just a team going, this ain't it. As a card-carrying member of the Green Goggles social media fan club, I've got my fingers crossed. But right now, if you're looking for a daily dose of positivity or the answers, I ain't got them. Black Gritty, how are you? How's your day? You got any answers over there, my man?
I got all the answers.
Okay.
We are not going to the Super Bowl. We're not winning the Super Bowl this year, and it's okay. Unless you're Jim Kelly, unless you're Tom Brady, unless you're Patrick Mahomes, you don't get to go back-to-back all the time. And that's okay. What's not okay is going out like a chump. It's okay not to make it, right? It's okay to say, hey, we might not get there. We might not win it all. That's being realistic at this point in the season. But I can't go out like a sucker after winning the Super Bowl. I can't even get a chance to feel like I can defend. Now, that's a problem. So they got to turn it around. How do I fix it? If I can make the offensive line healthy, that would fix all of our problems. Literally, that would do it. But they also ran for 2,000 yards last year. Everybody's out partying. I know one thing. When I was sitting there saying something about cornerbacks in the offseason, running the streets with all the ladies, it's hard running the streets with the ladies. I know. And I ain't in shape like that young man. I ain't young like I used to. But it's still hard running the streets with all these ladies. It must be hard for Saquon to have 3 different insurance companies he's doing commercials for. He's riding deers, delivering pizzas. It must be hard for Saquon to rush with the wah-wah sitting on. Hey, I'll tell you, wah-wah weigh you down, player. I eat a lot of wah-wah, you know what I mean? Maybe he needs to slack up on this Cane's unseasoned chicken he's out here doing commercials for. I'm asking a question of, you know what? When you win, you live big. My man Jalen Hurts. Now, somebody said something dumb to me because I critiqued a person on the radio compared Jalen Hurts to Ben Simmons. And he said to me, well, that sounds just crazy. People compare him to Jordan. I don't compare him to Michael Jordan either because that's also insane. But my quarterback that I love got the only Jordan store on the East Coast. That closest one is in France or some stuff. So, I mean, everybody's balling and eating. And my coach, who is tough cooking together, looks like a president of the United States on his second term. The boy done went gray. Might as well be white. We are stressed out to the max. And if you don't win this division, you lose to the Dallas Cowboys, the reason I'm wearing all black is because it'll be somebody's funeral. Somebody got to die. Somebody got to die.
Well, it was the blackout uniforms on Black Friday. It was Black
I'm still
Friday.
dead.
And funeral, it's not there yet. It's not there yet. Mr. Jason Ashworth, how are you feeling? How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good.
Good.
Thanksgiving was good. Thankful for that.
My leftovers.
I too inadvertently went in a little, I guess, black on black. So I guess Gritty and I were subconsciously on the same page. This was tough. I agree with you. You better cross your fingers, right? Yeah. As we said, you watch this team, and do I believe? Are they going to go back to the Super Bowl, Gritty? Are they going to win the Super Bowl? Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, am I ruling that out? No, but I don't know. None of us know. You better cross your fingers, right? That's really what it boils down to. I'll tell you what, I don't know how you guys reacted or responded to the game. When the Eagles lose games, I get hyped. I get angry. I get vocal. I can't wait for the next day to rant, to get it off my chest, to do whatever I need to do to release, right? I was despondent. Yeah. I was quiet. I had nothing to say, and I didn't want to talk to anybody. Because I'm at that point now where, look, okay, I don't know who the hell this team is. And we've talked this whole time about, is it the 2023 team? Is it like they've got, I'm not telling you it's a 2023 team because we don't know, and they've got decisions that they need to make. They still have a path. It's still in front of them. Sure. But every week that goes by, we have more and more questions that we didn't have the week before. We went into this game talking about Kevin Patullo. We went into this game questioning your head coach and your offensive coordinator. And last week I told you, yeah, but hey, guys, like Stoutland is a problem right now. I'm not saying Stoutland's the problem, but that offensive line
everybody owns
is a problem, right?
Yeah.
Vic Fangio was a problem last week.
Weird, right?
Weird. And so is that the type of season we're at where we're not only questioning the head coach, but the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, the offensive line? Everybody's getting questioned. So, and that's part of the reason why I'm just quiet. I'm despondent. I don't know where this is going. I really don't.
Well, I did you a favor, by the way, because I was going to clip that Stoughton clip and post it up on you. Yeah. But I didn't want nobody to egg your house, so I saved you.
Oh,
just so you know, I did
it's
you
a whole nother topic.
Just so you know, we put that in the ethos, boy.
I was going to do it myself.
If that went viral, don't do that. If that
Why?
goes viral, they be on you, boy.
Then let them.
Just again, as a card-carrying member
of
the Green Goggles social media Eagles fan club, don't post that clip.
Don't post that clip.
I
thought about doing it. I was like, man, I can't even do it.
The problem with me is I'm honest and I'm blunt, and if I feel it, I feel it.
And I love that, and I respect that about you, Ashworth.
Yeah, that's no problem. We agree on that.
Ask me how my Thanksgiving was.
How was your Thanksgiving?
How was your day? Julia, get ready to load up that clip.
Oh, we got it.
Because I should have known the birds were in trouble.
Pass.
At the Emmanuel household, when we tried smoking our own turkey. Can we play this real quick?
One sec.
Because
you
my brother,
smoked the turkey?
I wouldn't say we smoked. Well, we kind of smoked.
So
ways. My brother was very concerned that this clip was going to make its way to social media, and he was embarrassed by it, and I promised him that I wouldn't. But the wonderful thing about doing this show here at the Cheap Seats is because for the audience, and I see you in the chat, the very loyal audience that we have here, like you get the authentic E. If he's not feeling good about things, you get it. It's not polished up for social media. It's not because the Eagles marketing team has eyes on what reels I'm putting out. You get the authentic thing here. So just as a treat for you, I would like to show you how exactly my Thanksgiving went.
Okay. Hold on one sec. It's loading.
as we
Fill space, E.
I know.
Fill time.
So we have not a Traeger. What are the Green Mountain Grill smokers?
Oh yeah.
And my
insulate.
brother is
Convection.
There's something about when you get into your late 30s, you have to do one of three things.
Go ahead.
I check 2 of the boxes.
Okay.
You either have to get into smoking meats.
Check.
Okay, that's you.
Check.
You have to start a podcast.
Check.
Check. Or you have to get into jujitsu.
Haven't
I'm
done
waiting
that.
on you two.
Haven't
I'm
done
waiting
that.
on you two.
No.
So my brother's a really
do
good.
still have my
and I
goal,
saw
though.
my man Matty Gork on the cat. What is it? One of the day shows, showing how to like take the breastbone out of a turkey.
Oh,
Press
you
it
got
down,
you flatten it out.
and
That's
then- and
not
then
as
did-
easy as
and
they
then
make
did
it seem.
Spatchcocking.
Yeah,
spatchcocking.
Yeah, that's not that easy.
Yeah, his team is full of spatchcockers. I'll tell you that much. So he tried that recipe along with some mayonnaise. Do we have it up yet, or should we just move on?
It's
a punt.
mayonnaise.
Here
Oh,
it
here
is.
we go.
Here it is. Here's the Emmanuel
Good
household.
smoke, little fire. Good
Oh
smoke.
no, it's good. Oh,
lot of smoke.
here we go.
Oh,
No,
boy.
the birds are off. You see, I should have known, and this is a shout out to my brother Biggie. We should have known that the birds were going to be cooked on Friday after trying to cook this bird after Thursday.
At what point did you give up on it?
At
What point in the video was he just like, ah?
I got to tell you, it was the best turkey I ever had.
Oh, for real?
Because
good.
it seared the outside and kept all the juices in.
Perfect.
Almost burnt the deck down, but inadvertently created one of the best turkeys that I've ever had. I'm going to clip that and send it to my brother to at least let him know he didn't get off scot-free
Good.
on burning the turkey. But I got to give credit where credit
Yeah,
is due.
so the airflow is bad in that. That's why it flamed up like that. Like it shouldn't do it, but if you choke it too much, the flame gets put back in and starts spreading.
Don't choke
that.
the
I think it.
Don't choke your
Don't
chicken.
choke
They could blow up. Smokers could blow up like that. Like the first time I got a smoker and I didn't know any better, I was like, oh, preheat it, whatever. And you're supposed to preheat it with the door open.
Right.
You are?
You are. When you have a smoker, you're supposed to preheat it.
How are you going to preheat it with the door open?
Because it has to start smoking up and getting up to temperature on its own. But you have to leave it open for like the first 20 minutes or 10 minutes. If you don't, what happens sometimes, which happened to me the third time I smoked something,
Okay.
you open it, poof, bro, all the hair off my arm, everything was gone. Flame, just like that, but gas explosion out. So when you first start, you have to let the, I don't know what the gas, the heat, whatever, the air flow through, and it starts getting up temperature. Then you close it. But if you close it, the gases and the vapors trap up in there.
Okay, so hold on. Not to get off.
No,
well,
go
because now
ahead.
we're not going to talk
now
Eagles.
now we're talking
Might as well
smokers.
talk about smoking. So are you talking like actual smoking, wood pellet style? You doing
Apparently all smokers, you're supposed to start it.
What
the
gases-
First 5 to 10 smokers. I know it's wood, pellets, anything like that. Anything with actual wood, something that's burning,
Interesting.
needs to be open the first 10 minutes you start
Okay.
it.
The more
You know what else the embarrassing part about it? That firefighter.
Oh,
Firefighter and police officer. Police officer now, but he
Yeah,
grew up as,
yeah,
as a firefighter.
Well, he didn't panic.
that,
He was
did
rather
not
calm. He
panic.
was rather calm.
and that's why he was sticking his hands in there. Because
Yeah.
I was about to say something about that, but I'm leaving this fam. I'm leaving alone.
He said,
But the
"Oh, boy,
firefighter
oh,
makes more
boy."
sense. I'm like, bro, we got get something.
So admits, I want to frame the entire show and the subsequent bitching thereof in this light, because for me, I'm not pushing the 2023 panic button yet, but this upcoming game against the Los Angeles Chargers, I promise you. You know when they got the nuke buttons, right? And you got to lift that clear little plastic cover that protects from it accidentally getting hit, the fire missile button. Maybe you've seen it on Top Gun or something. I'm not pressing the button, but I will tell you that lid is open and my finger is hovering over the button. I want to frame it in this. I know the Cowboys are hot right now. I know Hard Knocks just aired and the Cowboys look really good. We'll get to that point. The Eagles are still winning this division. With the remaining games that they have, Chargers, Raiders, Washington, Bills, and Commanders, they have like something along the lines of the 28th easiest strength of schedule for the remaining part of the season. Assuming that they go 3-2, you got the Raiders and you've got the Commanders twice. Assuming that you go 3-2, that would mean the Cowboys, who have at the Lions tomorrow, versus the Vikings, versus the Chargers, at Commanders, at New York Giants, which are 2 winnable games at the end. They would basically have to go 4.
They got to run it.
They have to run the table.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I know the
Well, they got to run it if the Eagles go 3-2, like you're saying.
if the Eagles go 3-2. Even it's not going to happen, and I don't care how far down the Eagles. You just have to win the division. That's the point. Just win the division. At this point, I know we had the 1 seed as of a couple weeks ago. I was bitching that we slipped to the 2 seed last week. At this point, I don't give a shit what the 3 or 4 seed is. It's 6 of one, half dozen of it. You just have to win the division.
See, I agree and I disagree.
Okay.
Right. The first thing is we want to say it's not 2023 yet, right? You want to say, but we're treating it the same way we treated 2023 in that we continue to make excuses. We continue to say, oh, but just do this. And, oh, but this is rather than just calling it for what it is. And I'm not saying it is 2023. We don't know, but I'm not going to just turn a blind eye and say, well, it's not going to happen. Dallas is not going to run the table, and the Eagles are going to go 3-2 just because they should, right? The reality is, and I don't want to just win the division because my goal isn't and never has been just get to the postseason. I want to win another Super Bowl. I want to repeat. And just winning the division by doing barely what's necessary to stave off the Cowboys isn't going to bode well in the postseason. Now, if it's 2023, then the same stuff's going to happen. I said earlier, they've got an opportunity to go one of two different directions. You want to be 2023? You want to collapse and fall off the map and go down in a bird? Hey, so be it. Or it could be something similar to 2017, where it was times they look really good, times they look really bad. Then guys started dropping, and there was injuries, and it was clear towards the end of the season that, look, this isn't going to work. Right. To a lot of people watching that 2017 squad, it was, you lost who? Oh, this guy's banged up, that guy's banged up. You watched them who? They played the Raiders toward the end of the season. And this is not going to play in the postseason, guys.
Right.
But they proved us all wrong. They nutted up. They got it right.
Yeah.
And they caught the lucky hand on the river, right?
Oh,
they caught the lucky card on the river.
Lightning in a bottle.
So be it.
Lightning in a bottle.
That's why I say, they have I don't know what this team's going to, I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I don't know if they're going to make a run. I don't know if it's 2023. I don't know what this team is. I guess for me, I am, rather than expecting certain things or making excuses about certain things, I'm just a passenger now.
You're accepting.
Now I'm just watching.
You're in a mode of acceptance.
Who are you?
Right.
Who are you? What do you? Right. I'll take it for what it is. I'm a passenger on their train, Gritty.
I can't listen to you.
That's fine. You have to. We got another 40 minutes.
I know that whole soliloquy was just insane.
Why?
You over the river and through the woods. I don't know what you're talking about. So first of all, 2017 they were 13-3 and put up 30 points on everybody.
Yeah, and they lost about. No. Hold on. Did you not watch the end of the season when they lost their quarterback? We made excuses about you lost your left tackle, you lost your quarterback, you lost this guy on defense, you lost your running back. They started dropping people, and then towards the end of the season, heading into the postseason, we're like, we can't win with Nick Foles in this offense.
So again, to my point, the team
was
putting up 33 points a game. They were 13-3.
Okay.
Yes, when Carson Wentz went down, all hope was lost. Then they go in there and they win the Falcons game, and everybody's like, "Oh, we had a chance."
They look ugly.
People start believing and whatever.
Yeah.
But the underdog thing was the underdog thing even then.
Yeah.
Everybody started. Malcolm Jenkins out there talking about we still got a chance. We believe in here. It sounds crazy now. I mean, at the time, it sounded crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But there were people in that building doing that rah underdog stuff.
Absolutely.
So, I mean,
but that's what I'm talking about. You're proving my point. They can go that route. They can, because right now nobody believes in them. I don't think you do. You're saying cross your fingers. You're saying they're not going to win the Super Bowl. We don't believe in them for a reason, right?
Fairy tales can come true. It can happen to you once in a blue moon. That was a fairy tale story.
I agree.
It doesn't happen ever, if not often.
I agree.
I think like the Redskins back in the day when what's the name went down and they had the other guy come in and
back in the day, like Mark Rippon style. You talking about
Hostetler?
Giants and Hostetler?
No,
It was Phil Simms and Jeff Hostetler.
Yeah, whoever went down to the Super Bowl and the Redskins won the Super Bowl with a backup.
Doug Williams.
Doug Williams.
Oh, Dougie Williams.
Doug Williams.
That was in the 80s.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
But again, things like that where it's like, I can't believe this can happen. Right now, I got my quarterback healthy. I got my wide receivers healthy. My running backs healthy. My O-line from top to bottom is pretty much dinged up or insufficient. So I don't know what kind of underdog story I'm going to have from 2017 to pep somebody up to do that. And again, some things aren't excuses. It's just the reality. They're injured, and they're not going to get healthy with this run. And I'm not going to get another Super Bowl victory. I'm just not. Like, so when you say, like, I want them to, I can't, even saying Super Bowl right now sounds silly.
Oh, I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing at all.
But it also doesn't sound completely out of the question. Like, if anything, over the last couple Super Bowl runs, and we've been fortunate enough on the heels of Thanksgiving to say thankful for, we've seen weirder shit happen.
Sure.
We've seen, and that's why my bare bones expectations for this team, just win the division. Just get into the playoffs.
That's step one.
Correct.
Just win
you better win the division because that's the only way you're getting
because
in.
Because if you do not win the division, that means Dallas won the division. And if Dallas wins the division, that means you're out because you went on a 2023 epic skid. So the point is to win the division. Once we get to the playoffs, I'm not saying we're going to figure it out, but let's get to the dance. Weirder shit. You take a look at the entire NFC, and this is, again, I promised myself, and I promised you guys I wouldn't do it, being king of the green goggles, going into the podcast, and just let it rip, let it fly. But here I am again going, okay, I had to double check it because I so despondent after the Eagles lost. I forgot the Rams lost to the Panthers. I watched that. I completely. Bears are the 1 seed, Rams are the 2 seed. Eagles at 3, Bucks at 4, Seattle, Green Bay, and San Francisco. That's your playoff picture with the Lions and the Cowboys on the outside looking at it. Throw a dart. You want to know who's going to represent the NFC coming out of the Super Bowl? Throw a dart at that. Just throw a dart. Sure. Who's going to represent the NFC? I don't know. There it is. I just watched the Rams lose to the Carolina Panthers. I watched Matt Stafford, who's on an MVP pace, who looks. How is he not going to win the MVP? Look mortal against the Carolina Panthers. Weird shit happens. But you have to get to the dance in order to do it. And when I got my finger hovering over 2023, right, that 2023 panic button, it starts with the Chargers making a statement. Listen, if they go on a 5-game run, I'm not saying they're going to, fellas. I'm not saying they're going to. But if they go on a 5-game run, as Nick always says, you want to be playing your best football at the end of the season. Right now, they're playing their shittiest football at the end of the season. They got to turn it around.
I just don't know how you turn it around, though. And I'm using those. Like, I agree with you. Like, at the end of the day, like, I agree with you. And I'm trying to, like, find different ways because you're right. Throw a dart. You have no idea what the NFC looks like. I mean, we're talking about, do you trust the Bears? I don't trust the Bears.
No.
Detroit
They're too young. They're not ready.
is on the. If Detroit loses this week, they're out altogether, right? Wild, right? So the NFC is totally up for the taking. I just haven't seen anything. You mentioned the Rams playing the Panthers, but I watched that game. And I still looked at that game and said, yeah, I know the Rams lost, but the Rams were still moving the football. That was a good football game back and forth. The Panthers played a good football game.
Oh, yeah.
You watched that Eagles-Chicago game, you said, yeah, the Eagles played terrible football. In the second half against Dallas, they played terrible football. So there's a difference between a team losing in a competitive game and then the way the Eagles have played recently in terms of who I feel can actually compete or how that playoff picture is going to map out. I just don't know what realistically we expect to turn around, to change. I know what needs to happen. I just don't know how it's going to happen.
I shouldn't even say turn it around. I should say click. It's got to click. Because I am getting sick and tired of hearing the damn word execution all the time. It's not the coaches. We just need to execute. It's not this. It's us. We didn't execute. We didn't execute this. We didn't execute that.
Why don't you execute on paying some bills?
Yeah, switch seats, Chris.
Huh? No, you're good.
You want to run it?
Go for it.
All right, here we go. Hey, parents. The holidays are coming fast, and it's the perfect time to teach your kids a little something about money. And Greenlight makes it easy. Greenlight's the all-in-one money app and debit card made just for families. It helps kids learn to spend wisely, save for what matters, and build smart money habits, all with you calling the plays. Now, here's the best part. TrueMark Financial Credit Union members get free custom cards with their free Greenlight subscription. That's an $80 value. You're not a member yet? No problem. You can open an account online or any TrueMark Financial's 24 branch locations and score this exclusive offer. With Greenlight, you'll get real-time spending alerts, easy controls, and an instant on-off switch for your kids' cards. Plus, kids earn on their savings and manage chores and allowance right in the app. So make this holiday season a win. Visit TrueMark.com/Greenlight for all the details and get started today. TrueMark Financial Credit Union is federally insured by NCUA.
Whether your favorite team wins or not, there's
It
always
comes
another
out
way
naturally.
to win on the BetParks online casino app. Check out brand new casino games like Huff and More Puff. What is that one about? And Fire Blaze Sky Queen. There's a lot of innuendos.
Yep.
Hold on.
I had that read a couple weeks ago.
Is this Parks Casino or is this a dispensary? A BetParks exclusive. The only app I ever use to play all of my favorite casino games, the palm of my hand. Play blackjack, roulette, craps, poker, baccarat, and hot online slots like Cash Eruption, 88 Fortunes, and Cleopatra Online Sports. Playing hot online slots based on your favorite streaming shows, Walking Dead, Squid Game, Breaking Bad, and Peaky Blinders. I love Peaky Blinders. You watch Peaky Blinders?
I got a story about that in a second.
All right. And all your favorite classic casino games from wherever you are. New users get up to $1,000 casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Hold on, that's a great deal. New users get up to $1,000 in casino bonus back if you're down in the first 24 hours. Nice. Go to betparks.com and download the app right now and enjoy all the action and excitement from the casino at your fingertips. You must be 21 and in PA, New Jersey, Maryland, Michigan for BetParks. You love to play. You love to win. You bet. BetParks. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. What's the Peaky's story?
So watch the entire show. And that's one, if you've watched it, you got to watch it with the subtitles on so you can really kind of figure out what they're saying. They got that really thick accent. And I thought the show was great. Watched it. But it was one of those where I was binge watching. So I got to the final season and like the last 2 episodes, I just stopped because I already knew what was happening. I already knew. You already knew. It was going in a direction I didn't want it to go. It was boring. There wasn't enough time left to throw me a curveball, to throw me a hook. And I was like, I'm out. Yep. So I stopped.
So it did throw you a curveball, and they're making a movie.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
the curveball?
But no.
No, the curveball was in the last 2 episodes.
Yeah, you did
and
yourself
then
an
you
incredible,
did yourself a huge disservice.
incredible disservice.
Yes, you did.
Dude,
You're
when
saying
you-
not because you don't know.
when
you
you-
need to watch it.
No, you need
and
to-
when they release the movie or the extra season out they're going to do,
Yeah.
then you're going to have to watch it anyway.
I'll watch the last 2 episodes
You're going to be
now.
like, you did just.
You need to
I've done
watch
that with
like the
books,
last 5. You know what show that was really popular that I bailed on?
What's that?
Like almost after season 1, I was like, nah, it's not hitting me.
What?
Breaking Bad.
Oh.
I bailed on Breaking Bad.
I haven't
Oh, no,
watched
that's
Better
worse than
Call
me bailing
Saul.
on Peaky Blinders.
What's that?
I don't watch Better Call Saul. Do you ever watch that?
Yeah, that one I bailed on. I got like 2 seasons in and stopped.
So shout out to Todd 834 I'm reading that wrong. 84 I don't know what that is. But Todd, you seem very optimistic, saying things like everything's right in front of us. Gritty, I'm not scared of any team in this playoff hunt right now. Playoff football is totally different than the regular season football. Championship game at home again, possibly. Man, he's saying a whole lot of stuff in there, Todd. I wish I had what you were drinking or what you're smoking. I'm glad that you feel like that. I'm glad that people have that kind of dream and hope because hopey changey keeps things alive. I hate even doing this show. We talked about earlier about like being in the mood to do things. I'm always angry anyway, but like this stuff really is annoying me now because between the radio, now I got Hardknocks, having to listen to Nick Sirianni speak for more than 3 minutes at a time is breaking my soul. It hurts me to the core to know that this guy is the captain of the ship. And I know I bent the knee, and I know he won me a Super Bowl, and he's a great guy. But like, listening to him talk to BG made me feel like a kid talking to his dad, asking for help. We're gonna be okay, right? We're gonna be okay. We're gonna get together, right? And BG's like, yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Like, I just do your job. And I know you're hurt, and I know you're injured, and the things you're saying, are rational, but it's also stupid because they've just got to do it. And until you go out here and beat the Chargers with Trey Lance or a one-armed Herbert. None of it matters because you're throwing it all away. And that's what I said. After you win a Super Bowl, it's so hard with all the things that they got going on. Steak-quans. Let's go down and take Pat's and Geno's, the shittiest steaks in the city, and make one of them steak-quans. Like, there's so much distraction that goes on, and my coach did not reel this team in. When they lost and Jalen Hurts had the lock screen in, nobody was locked in. It took them to break down and be embarrassed by the National Football League. Every single person and pundit was like, you failed. You're losers. You lost 7 in a row. Then you came back with fire. So, Nick, I need you to say, hey, can we stop leaking to the press? Can we go a whole season with just keeping things together with us? Like, that's your job as a CEO coach. And since we haven't done any of that, I can't believe in anything that we're doing. So it's not even like an excuse. You use the word excuse. I'm like, my God, they're just not good. They're not good enough.
Yeah, but what did you expect him to say in that moment at practice, coming off of a loss? What did you expect him to say? Oh boy, hey boys, we're cooked. I almost said the F word. We're really screwed now. Oh boy, grab a life preserver while you can. Like what? Honestly, what did you expect him to say? Nothing that he said was wrong. They faced adversity, and the adversity that they faced in previous years helped to fuel the fire. That's stoic. We talked about stoic philosophy. That adversity is grist for the mill. It's an opportunity to sharpen your character, to test your moral, to test your testicular fortitude as a football team. You sometimes need to go through that adversity, but like I said last week, it's how you answer the bell. Right now, they're not answering the bell.
Okay, so that's the difference, right? I agree. There's like, what else are you going to say? And I want
to answer your question to that. What I would say is, I'd rather go through adversity, not stupidity. What we've been going through again, Groundhog's Day, this is stupidity.
You're saying
not adversity.
Self-inflicted is
yes.
what you're saying, right?
I give you a whole speech on what I would say, but I would take the adversity versus stupidity. Right now, it's stupidity. It's not adversity. They're shooting themselves in the dang foot. It's not adversity. You're doing it to yourself. Why am I yelling at you? It's not, you didn't do it.
I don't know what else he would say. So I agree. And, obviously the head coach, that's his job, right? He's got to steer the ship. But to the point of stoicism and all, like, that matters until it doesn't. Right now, it's just words.
100%.
And
100%.
words are words. And you can say it and it can sound pretty and it can sound motivational and it can sound however you want it to sound. Because he referenced that, hey, we went through 2023 and that's what got us to 2024. You still went through 2023 and you're repeating some of what we saw again. Yeah. So while it worked in 2024, you can reference that you went through it. But what you do now truly dictates whether or not you learn something from it at all, whether that adversity was worth it at all. Because if you don't learn from your mistake, the only way it's a mistake is if you don't learn from it. Right?
And I think, and we're going to get to Kevin Patullo in a little bit, but I think getting rid of Kevin Patullo or firing Kevin Patullo, I think maybe they learned the lesson from 2023, which is you don't try to reinvent the wheel this late in the season. You got what you got. And if I'm going to take, and I got to take everyone's word for it. When Jordan Mailata's up there and saying it's not 2023, it's not even close to 23, and saying that off the hip adamantly, not scripted in a form, but just no. I can't get into detail, but 100%. This isn't 2020. It feels a lot like it. It's got from the outside looking in, it's got all the typical symptoms of it. But I'm sick of hearing the word execute because it's like, okay, if it's an execution issue, execute.
I love you. You're gonna make me jump out this window. So, yeah, he said it, but I also heard Brandon Graham tell me we're going to be fine. Everything's fine. My house is on fire, and Brandon Graham's telling me we're going to get it together. We're going to be okay. Jordan Mailata has just taken up that mantle to say the exact same thing.
But he was right last year.
It worked out last year. It didn't work out in 2023. I'm talking about 2023 and when he was saying that same thing too. He was saying everything's fine. Every week you lose a game, it's fine. We lose another game. 4 weeks in, we're going to be fine. 5 weeks in, we're going to be fine. Playoffs come, we're going to turn on the playoffs. You lose. Now, Jordan Mailata is saying the same thing. He's saying, well, it's not 2023. Well, bro, it looks the same to me. I got dudes snitching to Rosina, the internet, everybody. Like, so what do you mean it's not the same? At that point, stop talking. I would literally say, I don't even want to answer that question before you just lie to my face over and over again every single week. Because at this point, it is the same. You lost 2 in a row. So until you win one, it's the same. We got dissension, we got snitching. It is the same thing. And I love Jordan Mailata. I love Brandon Graham. But that doesn't mean he wasn't lying to your face. They had hope and belief, but that wasn't what it was. That wasn't reality.
But are they lying though? Are they lying to us? Are they lying?
When you're
one of the most penalized team in the league, when you were literally killing yourself over penalties, and I think AJ Brown's the highest penalized receiver in the league. You know what I mean? When you guys are killing drives on your own, are they lying?
You know why they're not lying? It's not 2023 because there were okay, so the dissension part of it, or the whatever was going on in the background or in the locker room,
Which happened
in
early and wasn't
2023.
squashed soon enough in hindsight.
But that happened every year. That happened last year, right? That where BG had to step in and get his quarterback and his wide receiver on the same page and call that stuff out. And then because they won a Super Bowl, we all conveniently forget about it, right? But it's different because they don't. The reality is, even in 2023, they could run the ball in 2023. They could run the ball in 2020. They could run it in 21. They could run it in 22. They ran it in 23. They ran it last year. They can't run the ball this year. And the whole offense has fallen apart. The biggest difference that I see genuinely and I know the offensive line is banged up, but every single year that Jalen Hurts has been a Philadelphia Eagle, they've had a top 10 rushing attack. In 2020, I don't know. Actually, let me check 2020. But in 20, they were 10. They were 10th in 2020. They were number 1 in 2021. They were number 4 in 2022. Took them to a Super Bowl.
Jalen just needs to run for 200 yards a game.
No, he doesn't need to run for 200. I'm not saying it has to be Jalen, but Jalen is able to be lethal when they have an effective running game. You can start to open up his arsenal. Right? Jalen can be Jalen when he has a threat of a run. They're 22nd in the NFL right now. When they can't run the ball, and it's the same offensive line, they're banged up, but they're missing assignments. It's a holding call. It's illegal formation. It's just dumb stuff that's preventing them from moving the football. But ultimately, to me, the main culprit starts with that line and being able to ultimately run the damn football. Because if you can't do that, which they haven't been able to do, it stagnates everything they're trying to do.
And that's why when I say you're crazy talking about even mention the Super Bowl, they're not going to the Super Bowl.
Maybe not.
They're not going to the
Maybe
Super
not.
Bowl. And for me to even get to that point, I need to win the division. Like I said, win the division, and then we can you might be able to talk me into it. I'm a very direct person. Last year, when I knew we were in the Super Bowl, I said it on my chest. Last week, when you said something spicy about the Bears, and I did my whole bend on knee thing, and I was like, this man was talking very spicy to you Bears fans.
Oh, when I said they stink.
Yeah.
So I mean,
and I'm sitting there, and I left all my comments on there. You got the Bear down, Chicago, Bear down. They all on me. I didn't delete the video. You take the L. But I'm just saying, certain things you say, we just trigger in my mind, like, bro. Now, because when you say it with your chest, that's what I'm saying about this team. You can't get healthy. Lane Johnson is going to come back. We're going to be like, oh, Lane Johnson. Was that 80%, 70% Lane Johnson? Dickerson is not right. Jordan Mailata is getting pancaked like nobody's business. It's just not going to fix itself. So at this point, I got to go week to week. Get these charges handled. Make me feel better so I'm not yelling at you for no reason.
Okay, but the only way you're going to beat the Chargers is by doing what? Running the football.
The only way you're going to beat the Chargers is treating them like Todd Bowles is on the other team.
Yeah.
So everybody wants Tanner McKee to come in. Well, if you want Tanner to come in, here's my point. If you want Tanner to come in, the team still can't run, right? And what's the first thing they say? Well, Tanner's going to get the ball out of his hands quick, and then we'll dink and dunk down the field. Well, I've seen Jalen do that, and the only time he does that is against Todd Bowles because Todd Bowles has his number. Why are we treat every team like Todd Bowles? Tempo, out of your hands quick, move the ball down the field. And then you just got to worry about the penalties because that's what happens when they try to run tempo. Somebody calls a penalty and you lose 10 yards, you set back.
And that's what I'm talking about with the whole execution thing. Like the reason of it's power of deductive reasoning, right? Like, so I'm trying to deduct. That doesn't give the coaching staff a pass.
No.
But just like Black Gritty, you're saying, and I do agree with you, there's only you're banged up. There's only so much you can do. It is what it is. This Kevin Patullo thing, and I saw in the comments, my man Heath, Birds fan from Cali, you know, I did see that Nick Foles segment where it's like, just try to switch something up. Put him in the box. Give the play call. Just try something. You can do that. And you can see if maybe something sticks. Fact is, you're not bringing in an outside influence to change this offense. You tried doing that with what's-his-face in 2023. Matt Patricia, defensive coordinator, was a disaster. So they did learn something in 2023 that they're applying now, which is not going to switch anything up. Besides that, it's Nick Sirianni's offense. It doesn't matter who's calling the play sheet. They can collaborate and come up with a script the first 15 and make it look good and go up 21 points on you. After that, the play calling's just throwing shit at the wall, trying to figure something out. What's next? I don't know. How about B3? Bingo. You know, you're just throwing darts at a dartboard. There's no rhyme or reason to it. There's an art to this thing. So the coaching and the play calling is what it is. There's only so much they could do. This is the staff that you got health-wise. There's only so much you can do. If you keep telling me it's based upon execution, I'm looking at the players. Not only am I looking at the players, my mind's already churning. Black Gritty, to speak to your point, we're not winning the Super Bowl. I'm already looking at this going, all right, who wants to be here next year and who doesn't? Who wants to put in the maximum? Who's mailing it in and who doesn't? Who's going to become a locker room cancer and who isn't? Because I got to know all this shit for next year, because assuming they don't make it to the Super Bowl, assuming they don't win the Super Bowl, assuming they get embarrassed or go on a skid like they did in 23, you got to know who has your back, who's on board and who's not, AJ. You know?
So let me do something and be fair, and I'll put you Jason first, and you can answer too.
Thank you.
So I want to talk about Kevin Patullo in a microcosm, and this is 100% accurate, factual. I'm right. If you don't like it, shut up. Kevin Patullo is great at two things: opening drives and red zones.
Yes, fair.
We're 98% in the red zone. Whatever he's scheming up works in the red zone. And it hasn't been a lot of tush pushes this year, to be honest. So that's great. He does a great job at that. Opening drives, remember we couldn't score in the first quarter? We walked down the field and scored in the first quarter. His problem is, being a rookie, is he gets lost in the sauce. Tank Bigsby not getting one carry last week is egregious and embarrassing. After Saquon even said he doesn't have the juice. You don't give this kid a couple of touches, that's a failure on you as the coach and the play caller. Secondly, in second halves of games or when there's crunch time, he does not know how to assess and adjust to the defense that adjusts to him. I got ripped apart on Twitter because I said, man, see how you miss Dory Jackson now? The Cowboys were... Go look at it. He went down the third quarter. They'd only scored 7 points, the Cowboys. He goes down, walk down the field. Why? Because another offensive coordinator tells his quarterback, we're picking on Brown, we're picking on Ringo. Go after them. The Bears, Brown, like, they attack the weakness.
Right.
The Bears had no linebackers. I'm sorry, Jalen, you're like throwing over the middle? Bro, it's middle time. They're the sixth linebacker on that team. Why aren't you attacking over the middle? The Cowboys, they're their third cornerback in. But you keep going one-on-one with A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
That's what his problem is. As a rookie, I would almost say, hey, bring him back. Keep it congruity. But you've got to show me that you're learning and elevating in that position. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like he's doing that 11 weeks in. Like, how do you feel about that assessment of KP and his play calling?
I think that, look, obviously Kevin Patullo knows a lot of football. Obviously, he's a creative offensive mind. You don't get to that position without impressing a couple people or having a couple good ideas, right? Yeah. So he was obviously in that position. To Nick Foles' point, there's a difference between creating an offense, creating a game plan, and then getting in the moment and dialing it up and pulling the levers and creating the sequence, creating, like, marrying the plays up in real time when the game actually unfolds. There's an art to that. Maybe he hasn't just learned that art yet. I am starting to take a little step back from Kevin Patullo. I've been very critical of Kevin Patullo because you started to see, like, there were plays to be made. There were. If you look at A.J. Brown's route tree, very different against Chicago. Very different. I would say more in line with what we expect to see out of an A.J. Brown
Kellen
route
Moore.
tree,
Yeah.
right? There were plays even with Smitty. Okay, it didn't work, right? There was miscommunication. That could have been 6. It didn't happen, but it was there. The play was there. So again, we get back to that dirty word, that execution, right? Do I bring him back for another year? You're right, they're not making a change now. Do I bring him back for another year? I don't know. We got 5 games left to kind of figure out where that goes, 5 games in the regular season to figure out if that's something that we want to consider. What I do know is this. I don't know about Kevin Patullo, but I do know there have been a litany of offensive coordinators that have had success with Jalen Hurts as their quarterback. A litany.
That have earned them head coaching jobs.
Dude, you want a quick run?
Let's do it.
Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin got Jalen Hurts to a national championship game his freshman year. Brian Dable got Jalen Hurts to a national championship game. Now, also pulled him in the national championship game, but got him to a national championship game. At that point, he transferred, and Lincoln Riley got him. And Lincoln Riley, while he didn't have a national championship, Jalen Hurts threw for 3,800 yards, 32 touchdowns, 1,200 rushing yards, and 20 rushing touchdowns.
That sounds like a lot.
Lincoln Riley knew how to coach that kid. Doug Peterson got him, and he chose him over Carson Wentz. He knew he had something in Jalen Hurts. Sirianni and Steichen had him in 2021. And I told you it was the number 1 rushing offense in the NFL in Jalen's first year starting. Now, gave up play calling, but still, Jalen Hurts was a big part of that. 2022, we know the script. We know what Steichen did with him. 2023, Brian Johnson, there's a problem. Okay, hold on, alarm. We now know what a poor coordinator looks like with Jalen Hurts. Let's make that change. Kellen Moore, Super Bowl. Now, they did it on the running game. They leaned on the running game. All these OCs helped him with a running game, which is why earlier I said Jalen needs a running game to unleash his full repertoire. But then here again in 2025, we're seeing what this offense and quarterback looks like without a now. And Jalen's not even playing bad. I don't even want to tell you Jalen's playing bad. Bad moments,
the Bears.
Bad game here and there, bad moments. But 27 touchdowns, 5 turnovers is a great ratio, protecting the football for the most part, and they're still winning football games. Let's not have recency bias. But to this point, what I do know is there are offensive coordinators who know how to win with Jalen Hurts.
Thanks, Howie.
I don't know if Kevin Patullo's that guy.
No.
I just don't know that yet.
I'm actually, when you said taking a step back off of Patullo, I thought you were going to go the route that I'm going, which is, gritty. Tank only having 1 carry when Saquon's maybe hurting or gassed out, or he's just not the same guy. It's coaching malpractice. Your offensive coordinator should pick up on that. I know he's buried in the play sheet, trying to figure out which dart he's going to throw at what board next. I get that part. But Nick, you're the game manager. It's a role I like you to be in. That's your job to pick up on that and go to your offensive coordinator and say, yo, where's Tank at? Yo, this ain't working. Yo, the guy is out on defense. Nick, that's your job. For too long here, I've seen Nick on the last play of a game when they go for it on 4th down, questionable call to begin with, go deep to AJ and ask why. Your job, if that's the call and the decision, your job is to go over there and make sure you go over the management style that needs to happen with. Nick, rein your folks in. Rein your boys in.
You're not allowed to bring that up because it's so right. And I be trying to, I bent this knee, I'm big. It's hard to get down this floor and get back up again. What you laugh for, Julian? That laugh is way too loud, audible. Watch yourself. Okay, relax now. Hush now. For you to bring that up and be absolutely right is the thing that brings me back to this man in general. When he was play calling himself, he went a whole, I say it every other month because it's just relative. You forgot that Dallas Goedert was on the field. They said, oh, you didn't throw the ball to the tight end. Then the next game, he has 2 rushes. And in the second half, like, did you forget to run the ball? He gets lost in things with the whole arm bar, yeah, bro, and yelling at the fans and all the time. He's not focused on the game. He's not in the game. He's like the Tasmanian devil, just spinning around, spitting at stuff, and he gets lost in the sauce. Because you're right. He should say, hey, can I get something over here? Hey, did you see that guy got hurt? Can we attack that? Because you're not doing anything else. And if you're not asking these questions, then what are you doing? And by the way, when I'm yelling at coaches, Vic Fangio, you let them boys get worked. I know it's a short week, but they got worked off a scheme.
Yeah.
From the opening drive, they were rocking you right and going left. I told somebody, I said, I might have a bear baby in 9 months. They were motion in the ocean. The whole defensive line was just moving and shaking out of their shoes. So coaching matters, bro. And you that make me mad at Nick Sirianni. And you over here giggling about my knee, Julia. Don't make me fire you on your day off.
I'm calling it like I see it. President of the green goggle glasses or not, everybody's catching it. Like if I see it,
Stoutland? Can Stoutland catch it?
no, Stoutland's
Why? I thought you said everybody can catch it.
You just said it's the line and the banged up and they're injured and stuff like that.
Y'all soft.
Listen, St. Stoutland, like, St. Jeffrey.
I love him, but you got to call it like it is. That line has
you
been
got a
trash.
new family. Don't end up in a
I
river.
know.
You got a new
Stout, I love you, brother. I love
there
you.
you go. That's better.
I'm just saying that line
Stout
needs some help.
University is gangster.
I don't get it. 'Cause
They got murders in Australia.
I'm looking at Nick kind of side-eyed, being like, yo, dude, like, you mean to tell me all the analytics department, this team is run by analytics? You mean to tell me no analytics guy is in your ear going, hey, coach, Tank Bigsby's only got one carry. Mm-hmm. Hey, coach, hey, coach, anything. It's your job to observe that. The point that I'm on, I'm falling a little back on Patullo, and I'm focused more on Nick. Nick, this was your decision. This is your guy. Mm-hmm. This is your offense. We can all blame it on Kevin Patullo's offense. No. This is Nick Sirianni's offense. You need to be a little bit more dialed in. You need to be a little bit more focused and everything like that. Jalen doesn't get off the hook for the Bears game. That was the worst Jalen Hurts game that I have seen since one of his first 6 to 8 games in 2021.
Unmitigated garbage, and the only thing giving him any kind of saving grace was Hard Knocks and the behind-the-scenes conversations. But
I felt some kind of way about it. In one respect, because that play to Smitty, I had on my Instagram story. You've been to a game with me. I don't record the whole thing, but I get the tingles, right? My spidey sense starts tingling. I whip out the phone and I start recording the play. And I recorded that play with a perfect angle. And I said, that is such a wildly inaccurate ball. I was very relieved watching Hard Knocks to find out that it wasn't a wildly inaccurate ball. Yeah. That there was nothing wrong with Jalen Hurts' inaccuracy or accuracy. However, I was even more perturbed at the fact that there's a hand signal and you and Smitty are talking on the sidelines like, hey, I didn't know what that hand, I thought you were going to do this. I thought you were going to, boys, get on the same effing page.
It seemed like he didn't see it.
No, he saw it, but he said, I thought based upon our previous conversation that it meant this. And not for nothing, Smitty was right. Jalen was wrong. Yeah. You shouldn't have settled down there.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Because he had green grass. It was against
he had green grass. I know,
against zero.
Yeah,
he should have went and continued the slant. It wasn't settled.
Yeah, but that's based on the other receiver. That's based on the route the other receiver ran, and based on the route the other receiver ran, he should have ran an out. He should have ran an out. Because now he threw it like he was going to sit.
What you're saying is you thought he would have ran into Goddard. Because Goddard was going.
Well, no, because what that outside receiver is going to do is he's going to take the corner one based on they were running stack combo coverage, and what happens is that wide receiver is going to run out and take him to the flag, which is going to create space in the flats. And Smitty,
that's what
the
Dotson
way it worked out.
But that's what Dotson was doing, right?
That's what I'm saying. Dotson was it Dotson? That's what it was. Dotson took him to the corner. He ran a flag route, and so what that does is that drags that corner out, opens up the flat in a hot blitz. Mm-hmm. Which you saw, he actually got it from both sides. Yeah. In theory, you throw the flat. In theory.
It's so bad.
But it's just the way it opened up, it just didn't work.
It's so bad he could have hit all three of them.
He could have. He literally threw.
That play was so bad. Goddard was like, hey.
Yeah.
And Dotson was about to break and he had this guy beat. And then they were piled up with each other. Like, it was
but Goddard
so
wasn't even looking for the ball either. So we know that it wasn't supposed to go that way.
All 22 comparisons aside.
Yeah.
Moral of the story is, hey, nothing wrong with your accuracy.
Correct.
Thumbs up, bro. Hey, you still don't have... And then on the press conference, goes out there and says, I need to coach my... I'm paraphrasing, and I don't want to get it wrong, because but when he said it, like, I need to explain to the receivers better what I expected them with the... I was like,
So that's where I'm going to get... You're walking yourself into why you need to give some reprieve to Sirianni. And look, it's his offense. At the end of the day, it's his offense. We all know it's his offense. So on one side of the coin, you can say, okay, well, good. So Sirianni's been here for 5 years, and he's gotten that offense to the Super Bowl twice. So it's still his offense, I agree. But in those scenarios, in those situations, I'll put that on Patullo, because that's where coaching the details matters. That's where when the offense...
detail together.
Right? You've got to coach the details. And that was the situation where the quarterback and the wide receiver fundamentally were off. Their communication was off.
But that's inexcusable.
It is, but that falls on the OC.
You know what
the
else
guy
is
in the
inexcusable?
meetings, the guy in the room, the guy teaching the offense, saying what the expectations
not
are.
paying bills.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not paying bills.
Yeah,
we gotta pay
Julie,
bills.
Let's go ahead and pay some bills. I was gentler that time. Thank you, Gritty.
Gentler.
Thank you, Gritty.
You can still sit in that seat.
So, I say it again because I love saying it. It's true. If you like sports, I don't know what you're doing if you think you're streaming in your own time. You can stream us. We're live right now. You know what I mean? You can stream us. That's totally fine. But if you want to watch your football games, you want to watch college football, you want to watch baseball, you want to be on time and accurate, you need Xfinity. You need the quad box that actually is in real time. So when Ashworth texts you something in the middle of a game, I don't have to get upset being 30 to 40 seconds behind. I can yell back and forth in real time because we both on the same page. You know what I mean? Unlike some people, we can be on the same page. You know what I mean? I'm always sitting on the route. I ain't breaking out on nobody. But if you can take the time to go over to Xfinity.com, you get yourself some 4K high quality HD sports. I think you need it. I believe in you, and I believe you could be better than a frozen scrolling wheel. So go check out Xfinity and get yourself some 4K football and join your boy Black Gritty in real time.
So my life operates in Murphy's Law. When there's an opportunity for something to go south,
Murphy's
it
Law.
will go south. And I have been holding on to a furnace, my heater, for when I bought the house. I don't know, this heater's probably, 30 years old. And every year it got me through another year. And every year it got me through another year. Finally, last year, it went out. It crapped out. Right? I'd serviced it one too many times, so I had to replace the heater. Wouldn't you know, the minute it got cold, the minute the temps dropped Sunday, when it got real nice and chilly, what stopped working?
The heater.
My brand new heater.
Got to
had
turn
to
it
pick
on.
up the phone. Yeah, you got to turn it off. Yeah. Had to pick up the phone. It wouldn't work in stage 2, only stage 1, so I could only get up to like 66 degrees at best.
Ooh.
Right? I got a newborn in the house. I got to get that taken care of. So if you find yourself in a situation, and we all know what the situation is, the minute it has an opportunity to go bad, it will go bad. But you can reach out to our friends over at Ace. They're not just the helpful hardware folks, but also the helpful home service and repair folks. From furnaces and boilers to electrical and plumbing, they've got trusted pros to keep your home cozy all season long. They're bringing helpful home, the helpful you love, from the store to your front door, from Philly to the Jersey Shore. And when the temperatures drop like they did on Sunday, having your heat running strong isn't just nice, it's a must. So let Ace Hardware Home Services get it done right the first time. Visit acehardwarehomeservices.com to get started on your next project.
And Jules, we got some events, some fundraiser. What are we doing here?
Muted. We've been fundraising since yesterday was Giving Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We were partnering and fundraising for Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we extended it. So I believe there's still about 2 hours left. Maybe it's till the end of the day.
How does one go about
In the
contributing?
show description, you should see a little button that says donate
Okay.
underneath the title of the show.
Under the title
on
of our
YouTube.
show.
Yep.
Okay. All right, gotta check that out.
So do we want to go right into Chargers, or do we want to do Woo Player and then go into Chargers?
Woo Player, then Chargers.
All right, let's get to the Woo Player of the week.
The order I'm going to change up because I'm tired of someone who laughed at me being abysmal at this. So this person's going last. So I'm going to go Ashworth E-Rock, and then Sniggles McGee back there. Get it together. So by the time it comes
All
to
right,
you,
all right, all right.
I expect a diligent, quick answer.
All right, got it.
All right. So, in the year of our Lord and the pain and suffering that I've been put through, my Woo player of the week. It's somebody again. This is the third week in a row I'm doing somebody who's not on my team, but I hope that this person has inspired my team to get better. The head coach of the Chicago Bears took his shirt off
Yeah, I did.
in the locker room and proceeded to twerk and get busy in the middle of his team after beating the Philadelphia Eagles at home on Black Friday. And on a national televised game, the only game of the day, on a holiday when most people were home buying crap that they didn't need for a fake 60% off, I watched this man shake and bake and get his, apparently it got Chicago free hot dogs or something, some kind of thing, the promotion or whatever. He did it for that. I don't care. You let this man take his shirt off in Philadelphia locker rooms and twerk on your loss. If that doesn't motivate you to go out west and beat somebody's ass, I don't know what's going to do it for you. What's the coach's name?
Yeah, am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
Good, because you took mine. Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson. You punk ass Scooby McDoo. You are my
Woo!
player of the week. I was going to say it Ashford. I was going to co-sign for you. Woo! Player of the week.
You took mine.
Hey, that's
Son
how the
of a
game
gun.
goes.
It was a good one. It was a
That's
good
how
one to
somebody
get.
Goes. Were you going to say because he took his shirt off?
No, can I say why I was going to
Go
say
ahead,
it?
say why.
Since you already said, I mean, because we talk about the vibes guy in Philadelphia, right? We got a vibes guy. And when you see Ben Johnson in the locker room ripping his shirt off and the locker room surrounding him and they're buying in and he's creating the vibes, but then he's got the vibe of the locker room, but you realize they won that game not because of vibes, but because he's got the NFL brain. Because he out-schemed, out-coached. He's got the combination of brain and vibe. Chicago's got a good thing.
Because otherwise, that's so cringe that this man took his shirt off. Because
Yeah.
if Nick Sirianni did it,
It'd be different.
when he shaved his head, I'm calling him Brittany. Like, this dude gets to take his shirt off, we better whoop somebody's ass.
And
Who's the backup player? You better have somebody back up in your mind.
Yeah, I do.
Who is it?
And it's similar, to be honest, because it was a guy who, look, a team gave up on him. And they moved him to Philadelphia. And he helped get that team to a Super Bowl. And then Philadelphia said, nah, we don't want to pay you. And he went and took a deal in Detroit and helped get that team to the NFC Championship game. And they said, I don't know if we want to give you the money you want. So he went back to Philadelphia and won a Super Bowl there. Nah, we think we're done with you. And he went to Houston, and Houston didn't want any part with him. And now he finds himself in Chicago, 9-3, atop of the NFC. Obviously, you change that many teams for a reason. I get it. It's for a reason. But at least for this week, look, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, I'm going to give it to you, sir. You are proving the naysayers wrong. Somehow, you constantly find yourself on a winner. Maybe that's partly because of you. CJGJ, you are my player of the week.
I love the fact that you had to skip from the Texans to the
It
Bears.
was midseason.
Not because it was midseason, because the dude was on 9 teams before he even got to the Bears. Practice squad getting cut. You're right, but danggummit.
I'm just calling it like I see it.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Nobody wants you.
Right?
But guess what? He's still putting out.
Hey,
He rock.
my Woo player is a winner as well.
Okay.
He's a winner. Not because he won on the field. He won in the stat column. You know, my Woo player
boy.
against Dallas went for $110 in the tutty. My Woo player against the Chicago Bears on Black Friday caught 10 passes for $130, 32, and got into the end zone twice, right? That's a winner right there in a loss. 2 losses. 2 miserable losses. So, hey, listen, you want your flowers when you want them? I'll give them to you when you want them. A.J. Brown. You are my
Player of the week.
player of the week.
Your voice is sultry, by the way.
So can I say?
Is it sexy?
It's sultry.
For those who haven't picked up on it yet, I'm coming off of being incredibly sick. I never get sick. I get sick twice a year, and usually I got it kicked in the first 24, 48 hours max.
There's something
I'm
mature
gonna
about
give
that
Julia
voice.
like 10 more seconds just to do this one thing. The internet has destroyed AJ Brown for getting his numbers and us losing, and him not saying anything and not talking about the team and
Talk
doing
about
whatever.
it now.
The problem with that is that Jeffrey Lurie had to come down from on high to get him to reel it in. And ever since that conversation, he's been a statesman at the podium, at his locker.
Giving away holiday meals at Wegmans.
Exactly. So, and he always does that charitable stuff, not taking any credit away from him. But I'm saying people expect him like, oh, why is he talking about how bad the offense is now? Because he had that reckoning and he was told what not to do. So it's not fair. You didn't say it. I'm just saying the internet's done it to him. Yeah. It's not fair. Just like, oh, see, he's just happy now. And we all believe that he is.
I don't want him to talk.
We all do believe he is happy. But the reason he's not talking is because the boss man, literally the boss, it wasn't Howie. The boss man came down and said, hey, I love you, kid.
Yeah.
Can we not?
Let me just say this. Hey, talk it. AJ, if it's I love you, buddy. I love your talk. I love the competitive fight.
He ain't sign no checks. Don't
We
talk
just fight. But also, it's worth noting, Jules, and then we'll get to yours.
She better be ready.
We've stalled enough. It's worth noting that you're right. The boss man, who also stopped by to say hello to E-Rock.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he stopped by to say hello.
Oh. And you're talking like this about his team?
No, I'm not talking. Yeah.
Do you know what was cute about him saying that?
What's that?
I saw him on Hardknocks. He said Go Birds like 90,000 people. He walked to the crowd.
Don't
Go Birds
let-
everybody.
Did you make it on
Don't let
Hardknocks?
facts
He
Don't
was like a
not
parrot.
let
He was like a
facts
parrot. Go Birds, go Birds.
get in
go
the
Birds,
way of a
go
good
Birds,
story.
Go Birds, go Birds.
No,
He spent more time with
no.
crab cake God than you. I saw me in the crab cake. Come on, E. Stop taking
Don't let facts get in the way of a good story.
Go Birds.
But all the more reason why, again, Nick, I'm going to hold you accountable and look at you a little side-eyed. Why did it take the boss to come down and rein this thing in? That should have been. You let this go for entirely
I bent this
too
knee for
long.
no reason.
No, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Julia.
Let him get another offensive coordinator, one that knows what he's doing. He's going to be just fine, Jules. Go ahead.
Okay, well, AJ was also going to be mine because he got me 35 points in fantasy.
Thanks, AJ.
Call this a pivot?
Appreciate you.
So I had to think on my toes.
That's part of the game.
My Woo player is a former player and now a current photographer who also just got inducted into the Eagles Hall of Fame, Malcolm
Well
Jenkins.
done.
What's his name?
Malcolm Jenkins is my
Is your...
Woo!
We're going to get this. We're going to get this, guys. Eventually, we're going to nail this. One of these times
my
it's going to be
fault.
seamless.
I said hi to Jenk, too. during the
Oh,
game.
you said hi to Jenk, too? You guys are you're on a Jenk basis?
Yeah.
Hey,
He's like,
Jenk.
hey, what's
How
up,
you
B?
doing,
And I'm like, what's up, Jenk?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, sure. Did you make Hardknocks? Did you get a cameo in that?
I am convinced. Side topic.
That's a long-winded way of saying no.
I am convinced that somebody at the Eagles marketing department does not like me.
Impossible.
Possible.
Impossible.
Very possible.
I think it's 100% possible.
100%. Because I'll tell you why. And again, chat. This is why I come to this podcast, because it's not the polished up stuff that I have to put out on social media when I got a lot of eyes on me. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Remember that? I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it with my chest. I'm going to say it.
Oh, boy.
So, remember that schedule release? You know how every team does their video for the schedule
yep.
release? The Philadelphia Eagles did a schedule release where they had like a psychiatrist hold up ink blots. And those ink blots were reminiscent of a logo, but they brought in fans. Philly Sports Guy, Santa, Malik, Shoulder Pad Sean. Guess who didn't get a phone call? Not a word. Not a peep. Then they did a promotional thing on the first preseason game. Invited all the super fans, all the well-known, respectable Eagles fans. Guess who didn't get an invite? Me. Then training camp comes around, right? You see people asking our quarterback to do the gritty with them.
Oh, I
Right?
saw that, yeah.
Yeah. Guess who wasn't invited? Me. Anytime and guess who did a thing? The camera stopped, and I talked to Jeffrey Lurie. Philly sports guy made that social media reel. Guess who didn't? Me. I am convinced, and I have got a great relationship with the team. I've got a great relationship with Don and Dom, a ton of people over there. I am convinced there's somebody in the marketing department.
You need a detective on it?
Yeah, I do.
I figure stuff out.
Let's find it.
Okay, I'm gonna go snoop around.
You're the
this
one that
marketing
found out I
team.
was a grunter in jiu-jitsu class.
You're damn right I did. You ever find out who the mole
man.
is?
Yeah,
Sometimes
No?
you want to go
Okay.
where everybody knows your name.
And I'm just saying, once, twice, 3 times, you're like, all right, or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, starting to notice a trend. Anytime there's something where it's like, hey, we need cameras and fans, for some reason, the OG of this thing,
Wow.
who takes a lot of pride in being clean cut and not being controversial, never talks sex, religion, or politics, and tries to keep the swearing down to a minimum, all of a sudden never gets an invite.
Can I elaborate on that? Because first of all, you said it. You're either not well liked or you're not well respected. Right? It's one of the two. Right? That your word's not mine. Your word's not mine. But to that point, you look around the landscape of whether it's influencers or just people who have jobs, whether it's on the radio, whatever it is, right? And I've worked in it 25 years. You've worked in it for forever. There's a lot of assholes, right? Not all.
When somebody doesn't like you, they don't like you.
Right, fair. I have, like you spend a lot of your time, and even in business, you spend a lot of your time going, I'm not going to be like that guy. I'm not going to treat people like that. That guy's a douche. Not going to be that guy. And they're the ones who keep getting the jobs. They're the ones who the people keep picking up the phone for them. You try to clean things up. You stay polished. You don't curse. You try to do things by the book. They don't even call you. That's a problem.
And even when you tag me in, like, and again, this studio, guys, camera one over here, you're my safe space. You're my safe space because I feel like I can actually, if I got something negative to say, I can say it here. If I got something positive, usually it's positive. I can be Mr. McSmiley, and you know me off camera. I'm like that all the time, but I can feel like I can talk about my birds like a regular fan here. This is my safe space. I spend a lot of time taking a lot of pride, and you tag me in collab posts, and I won't post them.
Correct.
I won't accept the collaboration because I don't want to be seen on camera shitting on my birds on a reel. I got too many eyes on me.
But where's that getting you? Maybe at some point you just
Not an invite. To
you don't get to do the gritty.
Now that being said, I don't want to be, because there's also influencers out there that bitch and moan when they don't get an opportunity, and it's like, be thankful for all the opportunities you get.
Yeah.
The reason I've never brought this up is because I'm blessed to have the opportunities before me. I don't need more camera time. I create my own camera time. You know, I don't need more experiences. I check myself. I go on a ton of experience, which is why I don't bitch about it. But for the first time, I am publicly noting, like, all right, what's the deal?
I'll figure it out.
What's the deal, man?
Okay, we'll get to this guy. Don't
I
worry
already
about
know the answer. You don't have to do research. I'll tell you off air. But I will say this, Julia. I know you keep notes of things like that. Just black gritty. I've been invited down by the Flyers for shit. I'm not crying about it. Okay? Just take a note of that.
Wait, what did you just say?
I said, I've been invited down by the Flyers.
You have or have not?
Have not.
Okay.
I can, and even worse than that, I can screw the Flyers over if I want to. I can own gritty.com. I had a fan reach out to me and say, hey, I own gritty.com. Would you like it? And I said, I wouldn't want to do that to the Flyers. No. But did anybody talk to me? Did anybody tweet at me? No.
All right, hold on. I'll make you both feel better real quick, okay?
Yeah.
Flyers don't reach out to me for shit. The Eagles, they don't even know who I am. The Sixers and Phillies don't even care about me. I can't even get invited to PHLY events.
Yeah.
Right? So if you both want to
got
feel
kicked
better,
out of the group chat.
there you go. Yeah,
You got kicked out of
I
the
got
group-
kicked out of a group, a PHLY group chat about this show. I got kicked out of the group chat today.
If you saw,
Is that not wild?
Julie, did you read that group chat as Todd said, hey, I invited the wrong Jason into the group chat, my bad, and then asked
Can
him
I give
to leave?
backstory?
Yeah, I think, no, he added his friend. He added the wrong contact in the
Right,
group chat.
sure.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I don't know this, though. All I
He
did was
thought
get
he
a
got
text
kicked
message
out of
from
the show
Todd
group
saying,
chat.
hey, Jason, can you bail out of this chat?
Oh.
So he came in here being
Okay.
like, is there something we need to talk about? And I'm like, yeah, we got a
Oh,
whole show to talk
I, don't
about.
have, I wasn't on the thread to begin with,
He thought
so
he
I
was
didn't
out.
see any of it.
He thought he was out as of today. I thought he was
my
out.
Hey, I'm gonna need you to bail out of this chat. I'm like, oh, but Julie and
You're not going
E-Rock
anywhere.
and Gritty and the general manager is all on the show. But you want me out?
Are the Kevin Patullo
Bro,
to my Nick
apparently.
Sirianni. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere.
Ridiculous. Talk about not getting invited
Oh
places.
wow!
He's
I
a
thought you'd be able
terrible
to see
texter.
like the
I
text
wouldn't
before
me?
that
Yeah,
too.
you.
Well, if I'm not in the text, I can't
worst.
text back.
That's why you're not in the text. Keep it safe.
Chat, I don't.
Safe space.
I don't want that to be a whole lot of bitching and complaining. And I make a point not to bitch and complain because I am very blessed for the opportunities.
We're an hour and 10 minutes in. Nobody's bitching and complaining.
Wait, sorry. Just got a text from Todd. Hey gang, wanted to apologize. He's gonna get some merch.
I did see that. I just got
maybe
that
he's
too.
watching.
He's watching.
I appreciate you
Hopefully
watching,
it's not bad.
Todd.
Thanks for
I
calling
kind
him
of had a
out, Brett.
conniption on my way, and I wasn't sure what I was walking into.
Everything's
By the way,
okay.
order you
Everything's gonna be
guys some
okay.
stuff that should be here tomorrow.
Although he did the XOXO in the chat. So I thought that was his way of letting me down gently.
Oh my god, I love you.
Gotta
What's
go,
up, Todd?
gotta
Good to
go.
see you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving,
Right.
brother.
So, Chargers is a must-win game.
100%.
100%.
Yep.
And I hate doing that. I hate the question. I hate doing the whole thing. But this is actually a must-win game. I don't know if I assume that Herbert's not going to play because he's got a broken hand. This is offhand. But they hand the ball off to run a lot. He's going to need to protect himself. So I think it's, again, coaching malfeasance to put him out here in this game, going against Carter and Phillips, like a line that could get after you when you need him for the stretch. So they're trying to get in the playoffs too. I think they're 7-5.
I don't have it in front of me.
So I think they're 7-5. And they also need this game, but they can't lose their quarterback for the rest of the year. Again, it's an offhand breakage, but if it breaks worse and you're in a Daniel situation, like the Commanders,
Fibula.
Chargers are 8-4.
Never mind. I thought you meant
yeah, so
Daniel
you don't,
Jones.
you can't really play around with that. Like they're saying, oh, he could play. All right, cool. Give him the week off. And then we have to go, I guess their backup is Trey Lance.
Yeah, see, the NFC or the AFC is just so different. So right, wrong, or indifferent, the Chargers can afford to lose this game.
Yes.
And I'm just perusing, but they're the fifth
That's
seed
how
right
it feels
now.
to me with their situation. So either way, if Herbert's in there, you have to win. One, you have to win, not because I'm trying to get to the playoffs, not because I care about the postseason. You literally have to win because I wear a cape for Jalen Hurts. I got a handyman cape on. It's got a J on the back. I'm out here when we win, when we lose, I'm out here getting beat up. And one of my only recompenses is saying, every quarterback you think you want, my quarterback is beat. So if Herbert's out there playing, Jalen, I need you to step up, baby. I can't have you lose to a broken hand Herbert on my watch. It's hard for me to defend, you know what I mean? Yeah. My superpowers are diminished right now. We done lost 2 games back to back. I need a little bit of juice in my caboose. I need this George W. It is a must win for me.
Yeah, I need the juice too. I told you earlier, I'm a passenger on the train. I'm just watching. I just want to see what's going to happen. You know, are they going to get it on the tracks and get this thing moving, or is it going to be a train wreck? I think Monday night we're going to find that out. Whether it's with, I don't care if it's Herbert or Trey Lance or whoever the hell the quarterback. I don't care. What I care about is how do the Eagles look, right? Offensively, can they get it together? Obviously, defensively, a lot matters on who the quarterback is. But with any game, we talked about the Rams and the Carolina Panthers. The Rams lost, but it was a good football game. I need to see a good football game. At the end of the day, it's a must-win based on the situation you're in. But I need to see that they can get this train rolling, because right now, I just don't know who the hell I think this team is or what they're capable of.
You're a terrible person.
I know.
And
That's why I don't get invited to things.
It is true, because you say things like that. You know where I'm right back to?
What's that?
You just gave me a flashback of my mind. Baby, I'm 3-2. Just win the game. I don't care. I don't care how it looks. Not this week.
I
Not
know.
this week.
Okay.
Make me feel better against the Raiders. Make me feel better against the
Okay.
Commanders. And the Commanders are playing tough. They played the Denver tough. So right now, this is the Chargers. It's hardball. Just get this George W.
You just need to
please.
win.
All the things you said sound sweet. Bitch, get the job done. I even cut it up. Just get the job.
End of the day, yes, get the W and prolong.
You saying that just put more stress in my heart. Like
that's true.
I just need this. I'm back to the whole just get the win.
Yeah.
At least for this week.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
Oh God.
So you say it's a must-win game, and I agree with you, but then I disagree with you because I'm going to circle back around to my intro and how I framed everything. The only thing that matters right now to me is winning the division. That's it. That means you're in the playoffs. You don't win the division, that means you went on an incredible losing streak, and it's over, Johnny. It is over. So winning the division, in the sense of that, this is not just numerically a must-win game. It's an AFC game. If the Cowboys got to run it, you got to go 3-2. I'm staring at Las Vegas and double up on Washington. Those should be winnable games. Should be. It'd be nice if you beat the Chargers. It's not necessary as far as the entire schematic structure of everything. However, just like I'm not hitting the panic button. I'm not hitting the 2023 panic button, but the clear protector is over it, and my finger is hovering directly over it. Because if you do not look good against this team, if you lose against this team, if we're seeing more of what we saw out of the last 2 weeks out of this team, we can start hitting that button emphatically because we know the tank or the downfall, we are well on our way. We might end up in our playoffs. So did we when we lost to the Saints. So did we that first Super Bowl. 2018. So did we against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We made the playoffs. We got smoked. We're well on our way to that. This game has less to do about Justin Herbert and whatever broken bone he may have, and more about this offense being able to compete against the defense. You just went up against the 27th and 29th ranked defenses, respectively, in the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. San Diego. The Los Angeles Chargers. Yards per game is third in the NFL. They are very stingy when it comes to the yards. You are very stingy in your own pocket trying to get the yards. The scheme is what it is. The injuries are what they are. If you're going to tell me for the better part of the entire season this is all about execution, I suggest, boys, you start executing it.
That's why it's a must-win. That's why, what you said is how it could work out. I don't like hearing it.
Yeah.
Because if they go out there and they win this game, no matter what the score is, that means they did something against a good defense.
Yeah.
That means they did something against a good defense.
Yep.
I don't care if it's block kicks, a punt return. At this point, I don't care. Like I said, I'm agreeing with you. If you don't understand how this works, I don't like anything he says because he frames it wrong. But he'd be right like 50% of the time. So then, like the other 50%, I got to chop him down. So he ends up with 25%.
I'm actually right 95% of the time. It's just people don't like to admit it, and I got to apologize for it.
We all do the math here. So it's like they just need to win. But if they do win, that will signify, hey, we got a little rest under our belt. Because 3 games, 18 days. Yeah. Roger Goodell's a terrible person. The Cowboys got all this. The Cowboys have 4 games they won where the opponent has over 110 yards of penalties. The rest of the league has only had 1 game with opposing teams under that kind of penalty.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
And when it's been on that run, it's been their last winning streak. So I don't know if Roger Goodell calls down and says, hey, let's get the ratings up because everybody wants to start their shows with Dallas Cowboys. I don't want to be that guy. But when you look at the numbers, and now I'm looking at Hardknocks, I'm like, of course you pick this week to start, and this is when they start.
That was weird, wasn't it? I wasn't expecting. Are they all like that? Are they all the in-season Hard Knocks like that?
So yes, they are, but they know the schedule ahead of time when it's going to start, which again falls in line with the whole let's get the Cowboys going to make the ratings matter for the post. And I hate the whole everything NFL's rigged, WWE, but I mean, my God, CeeDee Lamb's been pushing people into the oblivion.
Oh, right?
Like he's Reggie White on the line, and they're just not calling OPI. So I don't know what's going on. I'm just saying, champions get screwed. It happens to the Chiefs too. Even when you lose the Super Bowl, you get the hardest schedule. They throw you up there, 3 games, 18 days, go figure it out. But my God, it seems like there's a lot of butt pushing for the Cowboys to beat somebody.
Win the game for this reason and this reason only, because it buys us another week. Because it's just another week that we can get to the next week and not have to come into the show bitching. We can just have a week where we don't have to bitch and moan.
I want to be happy.
Right? Can we get a little bit
Yeah.
Can we just have a week where we can? Let's just. Was it Raiders after that? We can head into the Raiders matchup with a little bit of woosah.
Chargers, Raiders, at Washington, at Bills, Commanders.
Let's have some fun before we
Win the
leave.
game.
I'll ask our BG's questions.
Let's do it.
Oh,
You guys can be happy
Oh, I forgot about
about
that.
something.
Oh, that's
Those
good.
are fun. D.
Yeah.
I'm going with D.
I'm sorry, Julie. I sprung that on you. Are you going to throw it in later?
I just did, didn't I?
Oh, did you
just
do
did,
it?
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
so-
Want me to do it again?
So no, you're fine.
There it is. BG's cute.
So, Julia, do you like your job?
Yes.
Okay, so don't mess and giggle on me again because you might be fired.
Okay.
That's a good answer to that question. She likes her. Oh, the game. My bad. I apologize. The chat was on me too. They was all, Julia, you're BG. Like, see? Evil woman. Get me. So, my first question would be, now write this down, you two, because I don't like you two sharing answers. What Eagle would you want to see have a ring?
I want to see have a ring.
Yes. Julia, you don't have to write it down. You're over there. You can go first. What Eagle would you want to have a Philadelphia championship ring? What do you
So it can
want?
be. So
what
it has to be
player
someone
do
on
you
the
wish
current
was a
team
champion?
that was not on last year's or 2018.
Yeah, a player that is not a champion that you would want to be a champion.
Jason Kelsey.
Jason Kelsey.
He's a champion.
He's a champion.
Oh shit.
Wow, she's cursing now.
Sorry. Crap. We're over.
This show brings out the worst in people.
I'll just go current team then.
You can't go current team. Well, most of our current team has a ring.
Jalen Phillips. Does he have a ring?
Curveball.
Oh, she got you on that one.
You see, you keep getting sassy. We're going back to this firing thing. You rock.
Probably the easiest answer I'll ever
Yeah, that's
give.
why I'm not gonna do
Yeah,
it.
Brian Dawkins.
I didn't write it down because I'm still deciding, but for whatever reason, I think I just really want T.O. I just wish T.O. I wish T.O. won a ring in 04, man. That would have been wild. Would have been dope.
I'm glad you picked it because T.O. was going to be my answer. There's only there's three people for me. Obviously, you got Dawkins. T.O. is another one, and my other one is Randall Cunningham.
That's
Randall Cunningham.
Of course.
If Randall Cunningham had a ring, I'd be
Of course.
over the moon. If he had one, I'd be over the moon. If T.O. had one, I'd still be talking trash.
Right.
I'd be wearing my T.O. jersey right now. I'd just
Right.
be walking around like,
Agreed.
because he came in. I cried when we got T.O. on the team.
Yep.
And I didn't cry when we won the Super Bowl. But I had just been waiting so long for a wide receiver. And when he came, he just lit the whole world on fire. Man.
I
Who
remember
did we
that
trade
first-
for him? I remember because originally he got
Because
traded
he
to
still
Baltimore.
lives in Philadelphia.
He got traded to Baltimore. That
Yes.
got nixed.
That got next.
Was it Brandon Whiting?
Brandon Whiting, who
Still got it.
who still is in the area, and I
Is
see
that
at
right?
the Eagles Autism Challenge bike ride
Yep.
all the
It
time.
was like Whiting in a pick.
Great guy.
Is he?
Great guy.
Good. You know him too?
yeah,
What,
yeah.
do you call him? Wit?
No, I call him B.
Oh, hey, Wit. It's just
I
me
call
and
him
Jake
B-Dubs.
over here.
Honorable mention. Can I give an honorable mention? Because you said Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl ring
Yeah.
specifically. I know we got one with the Packers, but Reggie.
Reggie.
I-
See, I was thinking about Reggie, but he got a ring, so that's why I didn't.
Yeah, but Eagles specific.
Oh, so he was specific. Yeah,
Eagles
I know.
specific,
In an
yeah.
Eagles
I know, but
uniform,
that-
you mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I went with Randall out of that.
Because he's
out of that era.
identified, he's seen
Yes.
as more of a Packer, and
Yes.
it's a
which
shame.
which is annoying.
It's a shame.
So, Julia, you get to go first again
Okay.
because I'm making these two write it down. Would you prefer to have an estate in the woods, 100 acres, or would you like to have your own island home?
Estate in the woods.
Stay in the woods. E-Rock.
You already know the answer to this one. You don't even got to ask.
Ashworth.
I'm going to say an estate in the woods because little known thing about an island, which I'm an island guy. I would love. You got to take a boat everywhere. I just want to go get groceries. Boat. I want to go to a shop. Boat. I want to go to a bar. Boat. Like,
Yeah, but you know what else that means?
What?
That means everybody else that wants to see you has got to come by boat.
yeah, but they got to come to my house.
No,
I don't want you coming to my
In other
island.
words, I'm on an island. It's just me and Wilson.
So, E-Rock.
Me and Wilson.
else.
Better yet,
Nobody
you don't
else.
even have to give me a house on an island. I always like if I was going to do. I've been offered to do reality TV. I'll tell you off air. Like fast track to the end, and I'm like, hell no. But the only reality TV that I would ever do is one of those like Naked and
Naked
Afraid,
and
like island things. Because I'd be like, oh, you're gonna put me on an island.
Why'd you go right to the naked one?
You got because I do it. I'd be like, you're gonna put me on an island and ask me to survive. Who are you talking to?
Yeah.
I live on a beach.
Bro,
I live on a beach.
no. None of us here, all three of us, four of us, none of us would survive. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So
100%
Get out of here.
100%.
Two things are true.
100%.
He would survive. One, I put money on him surviving.
Nope.
One, because all you need is get water and food, and he can fish for himself. Secondly,
He doesn't have a fishing rod though.
Secondly,
You don't need a
do you-
fishing
do
rod.
I know. So can you,
do you know
create
what?
your own? You can.
all I need to do is find fresh water, and I'm going to last for 2 weeks. I got enough sustenance
Yeah.
to eat off of for 14 days.
I
All
know.
I need is fresh water.
You collect rainwater and coconut.
The worst
milk.
part-
It's
Okay,
it's
fine.
not it's not that hard.
Fine. The worst part is at night. The bugs.
There's bugs in the woods.
No, but I'm talking about Naked and Afraid, not being able to survive that way. Like there's no way. In the woods, I got a house, I got an estate. What do you mean? You're talking about
Have
an
you not
island
seen
living off the
hippies
land.
that survive on Naked and Afraid? Anyway, I'm on the island with you, and I got a drone. All my stuff gets delivered via drone.
So the first thing I'm doing is killing Black Gritty. That way I can smoke the meat. You know, it can last me a while. I can
my island.
I can figure this shit out. You know what I mean? And I got meat in the cooler.
Don't burn it.
Hey, Julian,
Don't burn it, bro.
Yeah.
see, when I got a problem with you, I just fire you. This
Yeah.
guy's trying to murder me
I
for
know.
a steak. You know what I mean?
good meat.
Hey.
Cannibalism.
It
out here.
rubs
the
the
drone.
lotion
You
on.
got the
All
drone.
right, so another God, it killed me. This is a very specific animal question, so you have to listen.
Yeah.
If you could choose any animal, you can grow it or shrink it down to a size that you could ride into battle. What animal
Got it.
would you choose, Julia?
My first thing that popped into my mind was a T-Rex, shrunken down to horse
Okay.
size. But I'm always a wolf too.
That's
I would ride
a
wolf
T-Rex is a
anywhere.
good answer.
Okay.
E.
Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon. That's also a good answer. What's your answer? You got it.
The best answer.
What's the best answer?
An ant. Blow that thing up.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
the fastest freaking thing, the strongest freaking
Yeah,
thing.
no.
I'll
you're
dominate
right. Honey, I
everybody.
Shrunk the Kids.
I'll dominate everybody, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
I
an ant.
cried like a baby
Yep.
as a kid watching that.
Yep.
When Auntie died, oh my God.
Mhm.
Trauma.
I'm riding on a king cobra.
A king cobra.
Yeah.
I'll destroy you.
I mean,
I'll
I'm
run
riding
laps
on a
with you.
giant mongoose, bro.
I was gonna say the only thing get my thing is a mongoose. I don't know if I've ever gets an ant, but if he gets them fangs in him,
Check out when you I watch a lot of National Geographic, right? Check out the stats on ants.
Oh, no, it's
Bro.
ridiculous.
so
It's
not
ridiculous.
only see, but the problem is you only have one ant. If you had an army of ants, I'd 100% agree with you. There's a guy. I'll send you his link. There's a guy who makes his own ecosystem.
Yeah.
And he introduces bugs into things.
Yeah.
And he introduces this ant species that is now destroying his ecosystem.
Right.
And
Jesus.
you're watching them eat everything. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to put this in there to fight back the ants. And this thing is the only thing that can kill the ants. Like, I don't watch that
stuff is
kind of
cool.
junk, but I was like, man, this is cool.
And one by one, he introduces
because
different
it's
things to it, right?
natural. It's
Yeah.
life. So
I think I see
Um,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you-
worth noting, Nunya in the chat over here says animal to ride kangaroo. Put me in the pouch. Have you ever seen? Have you ever seen the inside of a kangaroo's pouch? It looks like a scrotum. So if you
warm.
want to go
It's hot
take
in
a
there.
it's warm, it's hot, it's gross, it's sticky, it's sweaty. So if you want to go take a ride in a yam bag, ride a kangaroo in the battle. Look at some swole ass kangaroos out there. You ever seen them things?
dude.
Yeah. They have like 6 packs. Yeah.
somebody's like a monkey. Somebody like your answer.
Chat's
Like a
all sort of-
silverback.
By the way,
can I make a silverback bigger?
wow, King Kong, yeah.
Right?
Hey, by the way, collective round of applause for the chat that's been on fire today.
Yeah.
Chat's been on fire
that. I can do
today.
that.
You guys are bringing it. There's a lot of people.
They probably
in there.
missed us from last week. Not
Cozy, I
being
see
live.
you. Markel Futz, I see you.
Markel
Nunya.
Futz.
I know there's a ton of other people in there, so we appreciate it. You've been chatting it up, but we appreciate
So
that.
last question, then we can get out of here. If you were stuck in an extreme environment, would you prefer being in the heat or the cold, Julia?
Cold.
Cold?
I'm overheated
I'm
right
built
now.
for the heat.
You're built for the heat.
Heat.
Heat?
Over extreme cold.
Yeah. You put me in under 40-degree weather, and I start shaking like a chihuahua in the frozen food section. I'm just cold all the time.
I'm built for the cold, so I'm taking the cold.
Yes,
Nah,
I agree.
no, thank you.
I
I like cold. I like cold.
When I'm on my island and it's hot, I can just go in the water and go fish
Yeah,
and
but the
go get
water's
myself some
bath water
food.
hot.
Yeah, you
know
can
what I
always
mean?
put
Like,
on
yeah,
more
Yeah,
clothes.
that's okay.
Yeah.
It's
In this
better.
scenario.
It's better than being outside. And then when I'm done taking my bath, I can go have a nice slice of gritty because I killed them in
I can always put on more clothes. I
Right
can't
on
take
the
off
bed.
enough
Just
clothes.
gnaw it right off a
Exactly.
rib.
What is it? What's the new trend? The tenderness thing, where people slap their glasses down. You ever see that one?
Oh, I haven't. What do they do? Slap their glasses?
Tenderosity, tender. It's whatever.
You have to show me this.
Gritty, please, bro.
I'm still trying to figure out the 6'7". You know, I'm still learning. I don't know these trends.
Yeah, I don't know what any of these
Back in my day, I used to go out all the time and watch the Philadelphia Eagles on PHLY.com. I remember I used to do a podcast with these two Caucasian fellas. It was called The Cheek Meats. Somebody tried to smoke me like a turkey and burnt me all up. I had no flavor. Do me a favor. Go into the comment section and jump on that thing with the what is it, Julia? No, the boys, the thing I'm blanking on right now. Sponsorship, the thing we're doing, the rally, last 2 hours.
Oh,
the
Boys and Girls Club.
fundraiser.
Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, the
I'm being
fundraiser.
goofy.
Fundraiser.
And I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
But
You
that
can
is
click
a
the
great
donate button
program.
right next to the chat.
I used to be involved with that when I was younger and I had more free time. So it is a great program. I'm glad it's still going.
You did put that in the chat, Julia?
It's right next to the chat button, I realized
Right next to
also.
the
So
chat
it's
button.
underneath the
Okay.
title, and then it's also in the chat button.
Before we go,
Yeah.
L.A. 2
Oh,
days.
here we go. He's got to
I'm
brag for a little bit.
speaking of not getting invited to shit.
He's got to brag for a little bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
ahead.
I'm speaking out of both sides of my mouth. Oh, poor me. I don't get invited to nothing. But I'll see you in L.A. I'll be DJing the pep rally on the pier, for Philly sports trips. That link to tickets is in my bio. I'll also be DJing their tailgate at Hollywood Casino.
The D Sproles will be there.
Sproles
Dornbos will be there.
LaShawn
Fedaro will
McCoy
be there.
Smith
Yeah, no,
will be
I
there.
follow your
Yeah,
socials.
yeah.
I know. Did you get invited? Did you get invited?
And then there's one in Hermosa
I don't
Beach.
know. I don't
Oh,
follow
there's
you back
more.
on social.
There's more.
Yeah, there's one in Hermosa
Oh,
Beach that
okay.
benefits the Eagles Autism
Okay.
Challenge. I don't
Speaking
have
of
that
not
one
getting
in front
invited to things, you know what I mean?
See, now he started
Now-
following you. Before he never knew what was going on.
I didn't. Now I know.
Now he's
Yeah.
actually trying to look and see what's going on.
Yeah.
of me. Yeah, I'm snitching on myself. But
Follows
join,
everyone
join,
with-
join me out in LA.
All
see what you're doing.
PHLY.com.
Hey, you gotta have a
PHLY.
tagline
It's a
at
good
the end.
tagline.
I can't just scream "Yeah" in the camera and
Yes,
get
you
on
can.
TV.
It might not work, but you could do it.
Thank you to all 7 of you for watching the show. Share with somebody else so you don't suffer alone. And go Birds.
Go Birds! Screw you.
Or as
man.
Jeffrey Lurie says,
Screw you,
go
Asher.
Birds. Go Birds.
You better stop this before I drop.
We all silly like the mayor.